Welcome, everyone, to the fourth episode of NiiceTalk. I am so excited that we are keeping this consistent, filming this every single week, and posting content just for you guys and ladies who are listening or watching on this podcast. Soon to come, Spotify and iTunes and SoundCloud and Catch My Mixtape, all that stuff. But I just got to figure out how to upload it. I'm pretty sure it's super easy. I just haven't honestly done the research to do it yet. But welcome, everyone. This is Jaron here.
What's up?
Hey, the energy is lit in here.
Let's get it going.
Jaron has been my friend for such a long time. And we'll talk more about our friendship later on in the whole podcast. But I just want to get to the bottom of a few things is, Jaron, who are you? What do you do? When's your birthday? And what's your favorite color?
Who am I? Well,
my name
is, like what Chris said, my name is Jaron.
Yep.
I'm 25 years old. Again, me and Chris, we're beyond friends, I think. I think we're brothers and family.
We're dating. I'm kidding.
Chris knows me to an extent. I consider myself an artist. I dance. I've been dancing for 10 plus years. And that kind of sparked an interest in within another aspect of, creating. Mm-hmm. So, I just started my new ventures with videography, and I work sales right now. So I love talking to people. I'm all about customer service, and yeah.
Dang.
Favorite colors.
I was gonna say, where's your
black and red? My birthday's 10/10, baby. 10/10/93.
Hey, woo! Man, there's this one year, 10/10. It was 2010, and he had a birthday. I think it was like the 10/10/10 birthday. But I think you went somewhere. Where'd you go for that? Because I don't think we had a house party for that. Did we?
2010. I think I did like a Red Robin's or something.
Wait a minute, bro. That was 9 years ago. What the heck happened to time?
Can't really do much.
Wow.
I mean, when you're in high school.
How old were you then?
Do a party.
Were you like turning like what, 16?
Well, what is that?
That's 9 years ago.
9 years ago. So I was.
You're 25 now.
16.
Yeah, 16. Wow.
Yeah. So
dude, my math is getting better as I do this podcast because I have to think really quick. This is not edited.
Helping drinking this wine. So
yeah, he didn't drink a single drop of alcohol, by the way. But I'm just super excited to finally have a very close friend. Now, he was on the podcast before the second or first official episode, whatever you want to call it.
I literally just walked into that.
He literally just walked in. I was like, dude, you should be on. By the way, we are roommates. We live together. So I just want to make that very clear. Jaron has been my friend. Let me just quickly elaborate on a couple topics, on a couple things, just so I could double check on exactly if I'm correct or not. And we'll get straight to the cool stuff. I promise. Just keep listening, keep watching, and hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and leave a comment on what kind of podcast you want to listen to or what kind of content do you want to hear. Should we do more fun drinks, like different drinks of people? Or no, what the heck am I saying? Would you guys want to try some drinks? Okay, this is not making any sense. I'm very, very interested on having drinks on the podcast. It doesn't have to be alcoholic. It could be the favorite drink of the person's wantings, if that makes any sense. So, like, if someone likes Gatorade, right? We drink Gatorade. Someone likes Bud Light. We'll have Bud Light. You know what I mean? So, like, I just kind of want to ease the moment, have favorite coffees, all that stuff. Jaron chose wine, so that's why I chose this, because he chose wine. So I was like, hey, let's also drink wine on the podcast. Anyways, guys, really quickly, just want to see if you guys like that. Let me know in the comments. Also, Jaron has been my friend for over 10 years. We've been dancing together since like 2008. We went to the same middle school. We went to the same high school, but we met in middle school. And we used to dance at the YMCA like every single day. We've competed in a couple battles together. We were in the same crew that I got kicked out of. My own original crew that I helped start, whatever. We'll get into that later. And we actually used to be roommates back then, too, when I was going through some troubles with a couple things. I used to live with Jaron over here.
Yes, you did.
At his house for almost 2 years.
Chris used to live with me at my mom's. So just kind of backtracking a little bit.
Yeah.
Me and Chris did have a common interest in breakdancing.
Mm-hmm.
It was a huge thing, especially for us, since, I think we just met people and had friends who, who danced, and it kind of sparked our interest within that. And then from there, yeah, we were at the YMCA. That's where I think that's where I met you, honestly. Maybe the YMCA.
I think it was the YMCA because I think you came to practice.
Yeah.
With us.
So I went to the YMCA one day, and I was a dancer at this time, and I heard there's a group out there at the YMCA in Marysville.
The
So
sickest of them all.
I'm gonna go out there, check them out, maybe go battle them, and that's exactly what I did. And then I just started to continue to go there.
And we were like, "Oh my God, he's good.
He's good.
He does an air chair." Because it was so cool.
Then Chris actually lived with me during our high school years, towards the end of our high school years.
Yeah.
And I forget how that came about. I think Chris was...
Dude, let me tell you.
He was sleeping over, actually, more than a handful of times. And I was just like, yo,
check this out. Let me tell you exactly what happened. So this is what happened. I was going through some housing issues. Like I've mentioned in my past podcasts, I kind of came up in a different bringing in a way, a different upbringing. I didn't have the things that people thought I had. I was just a really good actor, so I acted like, oh, my life is just fine. But actually, it wasn't. I was going through a lot of stuff. And at the time, I was somewhat homeless in a way, and I would go to my mom's and stuff for like a couple of days, and I'd stay the night somewhere, then I'd go back to my mom's, my dad's, because I didn't live in Marysville at the time. And Benji actually invited me to live with him. And I was there for I think a little over a week or 2 weeks, but I didn't really feel comfortable because it was like a mentor / friends. I just didn't feel too comfortable in a way. And him and Judy were leaving, and I was like, okay, well, I don't want to be here by myself. So I hit up Jaron. I was like, yo, kind of stay the night for a little bit. Judy and them are about to leave. And so I stayed the night, and then it was 2 nights, and then 3 nights, then 4 nights, and 5 nights. And then I told him my situation. I was like, yeah, I'm staying with Benji now just to finish school and all that stuff. And he was like, oh, if you wanted to stay here so you could walk to school because it's right across the street. Because when I was at Benji's, I had to take a bus. So pretty much I was like, in my head, I'm thinking that'd be good. And it's also cool because Jaron's cool, so it make me look cool because I wasn't the cool kid. And I was just, yeah, seriously, I was like, live with Jaron. This is like golden moments right now. Jaron's hella cool. So I just thought it was super nice of him to offer that. I didn't expect it. I probably would have been well off at Benji's as well. But comfortability, I was like with a friend that I've known for a while. And so I moved my stuff in. And then I was there for a while, and then we went our separate ways, and I moved to California, and then that's when all that stuff happened. And then I moved back, and I've been here for about 2 years, and then I was like, yo, let's move into an apartment. I don't want to be, because I was living at my grandpa's house, because I still didn't have a financial place here, right? So I was at my grandpa's, and then I was like, dude, I want my own place. I'm tired of this moving and this and that, and then he was like, dude, I'm down, and then and then we just made it happen, and this is where we're at now. It's been almost a year and a half already, so
it's crazy.
It's been fun though.
I don't meet a lot of people who have held such a long history with a friend,
Yeah.
And when I tell people, I'm just like, yo, yeah, who do you live with, John? I'm like, oh, I live with my good friends. Yeah, we've been friends for literally 13 years, and it's nice because I think to this point, now we know, we know what makes you.
We know each other well.
Yeah, we know each other well enough to
we know what pisses each other off and when to leave alone and stuff
exactly.
like that. Min's still learning, but he's cool. We'll have Min on the other podcast, guys.
Yeah.
We'll talk about a lot.
I learned a lot from Chris. I can probably say you can say the same thing for me.
Yep, for sure.
But it's been a great ride and journey from being friends at school, at the YMCA, to having to battle on the dance floor against other people, against other cities, to now being roommates, taking our friendship to another level. Yeah, it's freaking, I don't even know how to explain, bro. It's awesome. It's beyond the words right now.
It's just crazy because you wouldn't think something like this would happen between us.
Yeah.
And because beforehand, it wasn't like, hey, let's make this happen in 8 years or 10 years. I never thought I would get so close to you in a way.
Yeah.
But then when it did happen, I was like, okay, this is more it's natural. It's not like force,
Yeah.
And I think when you surround yourself around certain people for such a long time, you start to develop that sense of like chemistry, and then you could tell if you get annoyed with that person for more than like 5 days, because I have friends that I can't hang out with more than like one day.
I think we all do, man.
Honestly. We all have that friend. But when you have that friend that you can like almost live with and still be fine, like you don't fight unless you don't even fight. Like I don't think we've ever gotten a fight.
Yeah, I think we had like
a miscommunication, and it lasted like 30 seconds. It was like, you did this. He goes, well, you did this. I'm like, all right. And that's it.
Let's move on.
So like when you have that type of relationship, I can't even talk. I'm like stuttering. When you have that type of relationship, you're able to just build off of it and learn to communicate and think before you talk.
Yeah,
in a way.
I've seen where Chris came from, and how he was raised, and what he had to deal with at a young age, especially during school, from grade school to high school.
Yeah,
and he was a tough position, but like at a young age for me too, I kind of look beyond people's circumstances, and I kind of see the not even potential. I know their potential, and I know they can get there. Mm-hmm. So I like to kind of remind people about that. And Chris, we held on tight, man. We held on tight, and now we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing this podcast. I'm so proud of this guy.
We're doing it again.
I've been so happy. I was like, oh yeah, he wants me on this podcast. I'll do it.
Heck yeah, man.
Put me on.
Heck yeah. That's what it's about. But dance, everyone. I started dancing. I think I mentioned this in my last podcast. Or before that, like I danced and it was the first official podcast, right? Initially, and it was started doing the worm in like 5th grade, and then I pursued it throughout 6th grade, and I enjoyed it. And then I met Tim and Francis and them, and then I started dancing more, and then I met Patrick, and then I was like, ooh, I'm gonna be part of the watermelon crew, and then we were Sour Patch crew, and then it was something else like Journey's East or something like that, and then it turned to like Soul Rebels. And anyways, with dance, what inspired you to dance, and what kept you dancing also?
I think if you have older siblings, and even like maybe someone in your family, like a relative, and older, they have a lot of influence on you. Right. I'm not sure if others can have the same say to it, but my older brother and my older cousin at the time, I saw them breakdancing. It was one Christmas night when I was probably about maybe like 7 years old at the time, and I just saw them just breakdancing. I didn't even know what it was. I thought it was just super cool. They were doing it in the living room. I didn't want to ask them because at that age, they didn't want to deal with the little cousin.
Yeah, man, they don't care. They're
like,
just
this kid's annoying, bro.
Yeah.
So what happened was, I watched them from the corner of my eye. I was at the corner of the living room, and I was like, what move are they doing? And I just remembered in my head, and the next night I went to my back home, that same Christmas night. Then I just practiced the move in my living room. Then eventually I was like, yo, I told my brother and my cousin, hey, look what I learned. And I just showed him. And
they were like, oh my God, he's better than me.
I started breakdancing. Then it was kind of just like a cool thing I did. Then I just started meeting more people during my high school years that kind of had a breakthrough in it. And I just found a little bit more interest beyond just dancing. And, I just found a connection with it within myself. It's something I just felt like it felt right. And it was something I felt like I was passionate about too.
Yeah.
Right. Aside from sports, I was a sporty guy. I'm athletic, but I thought it was cool, and it was a cool way to get girls at the time. And I just tell someone, hey, I know.
I'm gonna do a windmill. Watch out.
You break dance.
Can I have your number?
Show me, Jaron. Jaron, can you show me?
And you'd be like, you want me to
tell you? Let me tell you.
You want me to teach you?
You want me to teach you?
I got private lessons. They're free.
I'll try to teach you.
Like 6th grade or 7th grade. I remember I would like, girls would be like, you could break dance, because I was white, so it wasn't like normal. And well, at least for where I was from, it's not normal to be white and like dance and actually be good at it. But I remember it was like 8th grade, I think it was, and like some girl was like, oh, you could dance. I'm like, yeah, I could teach you. Like, I wasn't trying to do anything weird. Like, I just want to get to know her and have a reason to like hang out with me. So I was like, oh, that's the one thing that I think I could pull her in to like get to have her number or something like that.
Yeah.
So I would just keep on going like that. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, so I kept through it. I kind of branched off a little bit from breakdancing, maybe after 5 or 6 solid years of doing b-boying.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Oh, the wine.
Then I met a little bit more people who started to do like hip hop choreography, urban choreography to some. Then I kind of found an interest in that. And I think that kind of helped my stage presence and like my persona and like, you know, more of like facials and stuff. That wasn't the big thing, small details. So that helped my performance side and I kind of branched off and me networking with other places. Then I eventually became a dance instructor that I still teach at. It's been about 5 solid years as well.
Yep. It's been a while.
Started when I was 20.
Vibe, right?
Yeah, and some kids still stuck with me from the beginning when I first started teaching.
Yep.
So it's kind of beyond dancing at this point. I'm kind of just building kids. I'm I'm helping with their personal development.
It's like being an influencer in a way.
Exactly.
You're influencing the young at a younger age to understand like the like components of dancing and like the consistency of it, and you're being like a role model so people can like look up to you and they could like check you out. Whoever just caught me, by the way, breaking my voice, leave it alone. Okay, I'm still going through puberty. I'm 25.
Like, when I first got that job, I had no idea what I was gonna do. I'm like, dude, I just got a teaching job. It's cool. I'm getting paid more than the minimum wage. Like, this is freaking awesome. I get to do what I love, and I get to tell people I do what I love for a living too, right?
Yep.
And I remember first day of class, I'm just like, I'm just gonna teach them a couple moves. You know, so at the beginning, when I first started, it was more of, hey, I'm just gonna teach them moves. But now, as I reached my 5th year, it's kind of bigger than dance at this point. Is how I can apply, this dance and how they can use, the qualities from dance, like consistency, practicing, teamwork. And how they can apply all those things to their lives, right?
Right.
And how they can become better leaders at such a young age. So, I'm more of I don't consider myself a teacher. I'm more of like a facilitator.
For sure.
And it reminds me back to one of our high school teachers, Mr. Lefstad.
Mr. Lefstad, yep.
Young guy,
never give up, never give up.
Exactly. So, he talked about things we didn't really understand when we were young, but now I can understand.
But now it's like I almost want to talk to him now.
Yeah.
So Mr. Lefstad, do you ever see this? hit me up, niicechris@gmail.com. But yeah, dude, Mr. Lefstad was a great teacher.
I wasn't close to him at all, but
me neither. I used to give him so much crap.
Like he was he taught unorthodox, different from other teachers. Other teachers were just kind of just there. But
he's that term
beyond.
Woke. He was woke. I'm dead serious. Dude, he was woke. That guy, yeah, he would come to work and he would be like, "You don't know anything. Forget that you know anything, and relearn, rebirth yourself." I don't know. He would talk so much knowledge, and I understood it because I'm such a deep thinker. But now it's like if I talk to him, oh man, we would vibe.
For real. One thing that stood out to me too is when he had a bunch of questions lined up for us, and he was like, "Go find the answer," and that was it. He didn't give us no layout, nothing. So
he would just like do it.
To me, I'm like, what the, like, bro, you crazy?
What are you, an idiot?
You want it from a book? You want it from the computer? But honestly, there was no right or wrong answer. They're ultimately up to us to kind of find the answer. So there's no right or wrong way for that.
Yeah.
So I kind of played those same concepts with my teaching.
Yep.
And I love it.
Now, with dance, guys, let me just try to get past this part of dancing because we're going to go further into some other topics. But with dance, it brought a lot of opportunities for the both of us. I mean, it's brought me to many volunteer things. It brought me to Dance-Cember, by the way. Woo! We were the first ones on Dance-Cember. The very first Dance-Cember, Jaron and I were there.
How many years has it been now for Dance-Cember?
I think it was our 8th year this year.
8th year?
I believe it was the 8th year this
Holy
year.
Cow. So we were
freaking if not, it was 7th.
We were teenagers.
But, it's the 8th because we started in 2011, and then it's 2019 now.
High schoolers, bro.
Dude, yeah. And I think, I don't know if I want to actually take the time to find the clip, but just go to It's Judy's Life, first Dance-Cember 2011. You'll probably see us dancing. But that was so much fun. But anyways, it brings opportunities. I'm not saying dancing itself, but sticking to something that you love, it brings you many opportunities because if you're genuine about it. So at dance, I would dance every single day. He would dance every single day. And the only thing I didn't do was practice harder, right? Which is where Jaron got a lot better at, is because he would practice hard. He would research. He would find things and make it into his own way. But anyways, with all that said, when you put attention towards something that you love and you dedicate to you dedicate to it, you're able to move further in it.
Yeah.
Even if it's with dance or if it's with singing, if it's with drawing, anything you want to do, math, college, as long as you dedicate and put time aside, you will find opportunities within that. They won't just come to you because you have to do the work and put in the work and have it be brought to you. But I mean, like with the movie, Jaron was in a movie, like in high school. It was the coolest thing in the world. And it was, what was the movie called again?
It was Battlefield America. It was kind of a spin-off
of like
one of the probably hands down still one of the best dance movies out there. You Got Served.
You Got Served.
Yeah, that was probably
that was a good movie.
My favorite movie. Still beats like any dance movie that I've seen after that.
Yeah, I think it did. Now, I mean, Kicking the Old School is pretty funny. With Casper in it and all that stuff.
I don't think I've seen that one. But
It's like the funny one where like they go on stage and he does like that flip move. He goes, do the move, and then he's like, oh, the move, and then Anyways, it was a good movie. But anyways, he got approached because the studio that he danced at continuously, by the way, religiously attended, like I think Monday through Friday almost. I believe it's Kalani Marks.
Kalani Marks
gave him the opportunity,
great guy,
to do this movie, which brought him to more opportunities to do like the music video that I actually did it too with Jet.
Yeah.
And then we did World of Dance. Shout out to World of Dance. You know I love you, Colleen, Dave, Herman, all you guys out there who do it.
Going off from that, so
oh man,
I think that was probably my biggest accomplishment at such a young age was getting to be starred in like a movie, just like B-roll stuff. Like I mean, it's still a cool opportunity. I enjoy it. I can put in my resume like, dang, dance movie, boom, cross off the bucket list straight off the bat. Dancing already, but at the time I was only breakdancing,
right?
And that studio that we got the opportunity from was more of like hip hop based, so like all dancing, like music video stuff. And so we auditioned, got the job, but the thing is, we didn't get paid. So like we flew ourselves out there. I drove out there, road trip with a couple other dancers.
I saw that. I was like, wow.
Like
I want
weeks notice, no funds. I'm a high schooler. I rarely have a job. I barely have money in my pockets. You know what I'm saying? So but the opportunity in itself, it kind of led to more opportunities from there, and I was able to get free classes at the studio. So the studio is open basically Sunday through Saturday, 7 days of the week. Mm-hmm. I took classes consistently after that from Monday through Friday, and that kind of sparked it. So I was commuting. I'm in high school. I'm driving my car after school, then going to dance from like 5 p.m. till like 10 p.m. Go back home, not do homework, wake up, do the same thing the next day, go to school, wake up, and go.
I would like go there too because I think that was the time that I was living with you. So I would show up and just like watch. And then, because I wasn't a hip hop dancer, I tried, but like I'm just too stiff, or I just didn't want to put the time into it. I was more of a break dancer, so during the sessions there'd be some breakdancing time that I could do. So you just practice like pretty much whatever. But he would dance the whole time. It was like 4+ hours of just doing the same routine over and over and over just to get it down. And that would happen weeks or months at a time for like a show or something like that. But that's just crazy to think about that. It just goes all the way back to like that consistency, because people always ask like, how do I do this so good? Why do they have this? Why do they have that? It's like
there's no secret.
There's no overnight success with anything, and the only thing overnight is just what you see. Everything else is behind the scenes, been done for the past 10+ years, and it just takes all that time. You know what I mean?
I think it's just, first off, like you can find a lot of people who don't have maybe that worth ethic, right? In whatever they do. It could be at a job, or maybe something they love.
Right.
But I think that's where it starts first. You got to find something that kind of sparks you, and then you'll start working harder.
Exactly.
And then that in itself can kind of translate to, another part of your life, another journey, So
exactly.
Like me, I was able to kind of, use dance. And my work ethic can kind of translate it to jobs, my future jobs, and eventually, when I'm starting into my new stuff, which we'll kind of talk about a little bit later too.
Definitely, which we could transition to. So let me just say one more thing. So with all that being said, something I know it's like a quick plug, but something like this podcast, right? I have a goal for it, and it's not written down. It's just in my head. I tweet it sometimes, but my goal with this podcast is to have one of the greatest podcasts specifically towards getting to know people and understanding their personality instead of only successes that they've done. Now, we're even talking about the success because they've earned it, but it's also around the personality. And eventually, I would love to monetize a podcast, right? But right now, my focus is you could ask anybody I know. I am so happy that I have 32 subscribers, over 500 channel views on 3 videos. I mean, I'm proud of this moment more than this. The only other time I felt this happy is dancing. And dancing was my passion. Dancing is my life. I will probably dance my whole life until I can't anymore, right? But with something like this, you stick to it, you believe in it as much as you can, and you just keep doing it. You be consistent, and you just keep practicing. But here's a good thing, though. If something doesn't work out for you, or if you have more room for opportunity and you want to learn more, you branch off into something else, which is what Jaron is starting to do now, which is video, creating, editing, all that stuff. He's starting to dive into that scene. This scene, the YouTube, the Instagram, the Facebook, the whatever else there is, because he understands that he has a pure talent for dancing. But he's mastered that, and he could keep doing it. Now it's time to move on to a new adventure to see if he can succeed in that as well, or even just love it. So, Jaron, what got you interested in creating video, editing on Premiere Pro, buying a new camera, and all that stuff? Let us know right now. By the way, so tell us, how did you get started in all that stuff?
I honestly think you played a big part. I mean, Chris over here at the house, I truly believe in that, an influence, right? And like the amount of people, the people you hang out with, or whatever, the top 3, top 5 people who you hang out with is who you are.
Oh man.
And I'm around social media all the time, right? With Chris. Yeah. Chris does YouTube work. He does video editing. Yeah. And I've kind of fiddled around with it too when I was young, and I've created my own dance videos, lay over some music, slap on, make it look cool. Yep. And boom, cool. But then I started meeting people, and then with social media, you see so many videos out there.
Oh God, yeah.
From I see some business videos, for like social media marketing, or anywhere to like highlight videos, highlight reel videos, music videos. Music videos are just insane to me till this day too. Yeah. Just the level of creativity. But that kind of inspired me to be like, hey, I've messed around with it before. I liked it. Mm-hmm. Let's try it out some more. I got a camera. I got an iPhone. My brother has a camera. Let me borrow it from him. Let me shoot. Yep. So that's what I did for a little bit. And I started a clothing apparel company, and I'm partnered up with, 2 of my other good friends. And then I started what my position in that company is, more of the artistic side, the creativity side, because that's what I feel like I'm good at. Yep. Right?
Being creative.
Being creative. So messing around with that, started meeting up with people. I'm like, hey, let's do shoots, from anything from sports stuff to cool, like, highlight reels with clothes and, just making people look cool. So I like over exaggerating moments, whether it's just like, for cool videos, making people look cool. So
you want to show someone what you feel in that video. So it's just like being on stage when you dance. That's why it's so relatable when it comes to this thing, because on stage, you feel that moment on that dance that you made, but sometimes you have to over exaggerate that move for the person in the very back of the audience to see and understand what you are doing. So when he does his videos, my favorite one is with Melissa Tran, when it was it showed the sound effects and all that stuff. You could just tell there was pure, you could know exactly what you were seeing and feeling in that moment. So That's why it's so relatable to anything as like being consistent, showing emotion, all that stuff. It's just crazy.
Yeah. Then what Chris said, I actually made my first big purchase for my new camera. So
Oh man.
I
$2,000 just for the body, by the way.
Again, yeah,
Sony
2000.
A7 III.
I mean,
shout out.
I guess that's a lot to some, but to some, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's
I'm looking for
that's our
crumbs in the
rent,
ground.
bro.
I'm looking for crumbs in the ground right now.
Don't worry, I got some snickerdoodles for
We're
you.
about to eat some pizza rolls right now, guys. That's our favorite go-to meal.
Yo,
so.
I just had pizza rolls.
So yeah, going back to what Chris said, I made my first big purchase for my camera. I decided like, hey, let's take a leap of faith. Let's kind of go all in like how I did with dance, with videos. So I literally made my purchase about a week ago.
About a week ago, dude, I didn't even look at you. I was looking at this message I had on Facebook. And see, this is why we have our chemistry. Because even though it's such a normal saying that I'm pretty sure everybody said that. Dude, my tummy is sweating. It's getting warm in here.
Yo, but yeah, we're getting off track.
We're getting off track. Okay, back on track.
Yeah,
you bought a camera.
I bought my camera.
Yep.
I'm working. I was working at T-Mobile. I still work for T-Mobile full time.
T-Mobile. If you guys want your phone plans, hit up Jaron. He's in Linwood,
Please.
across the street from the Aldwood
Best one
Mall.
out here, come see me. Best of Seattle.
Set up 4 lines. He will hook you the F up. I promise.
Sponsored by T-Mobile.
Yeah, sponsored by NiceChris. Do that thing where you finish what I say. Remember that one thing? Remember how I talk?
What was
and
I
you just
going to
say?
say?
No, you don't get it.
All right,
Okay.
we're off.
We'll talk about
But,
that.
okay, so I made my purchase for my camera. I work at full time T-Mobile, so that's my main source of income. I was working so I still teach. It's another source of income.
Yep.
They're like, then I was working at Pochi's. It was a bubble tea cafe here in Linwood.
It's like over 3 years, right?
Yeah, I was working there for 3 years, so I worked there from full time to part time, and I love the work culture and what they're about. And
Shout out to Pochi's, by the way.
Yeah.
Pochi's is the #1 place in Linwood to get your bubble tea, guys.
Get your bubble tea
Do
on.
not go to Share Tea. Share Tea is the devil, and they spit in your drinks. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally joking, by the way. Share Tea is amazing. They have great milk teas. I love them. Pochi's is just better. That's all. Anyways,
so
I said that, not him.
I finally put my 2 weeks in. My last day was several weeks ago, and it's kind of scary, right? Because now I'm kind of diving into the unknown and to something new. It's like a new chapter in your life, like graduating high school or
I never know that.
Getting injured and you had to figure out what you got to do.
I would never know what it's like to graduate. Actually, I do, but I don't. Anyways, sorry.
Yeah, so just like kind of going all in, right? And just
Yeah.
like I'm cutting out a source of my income, just not knowing whether or not if I'm going to make that money back. But at this point, I feel like I'm okay with it. I'm happy about my decision because now I feel like I'm more in tune with my life, and I feel like I'm more in control in what I want to do. Mm-hmm. So, I give myself this time to kind of relax and kind of think about where I want to take.
Yep.
This new journey with videos and media, and honestly, I'm super excited because I'm just in the beginning stages, like the baby stages of everything. But I think that's one of my biggest things is what people fear is kind of taking that leap of faith and starting a new career change, and it's huge. It's huge. I've seen so many people.
Yeah, people want the guaranteed satisfaction of I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna get rich, or I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna be comfortable. It's like you could do whatever the heck you want, but what you gotta do is do. Yeah. In a way, I mean that's what I've learned with anything. Like I keep talking about how, damn, I don't make enough, or damn, I don't have enough. But it's like, how do I fix that then? You know what I mean? Instead of complaining about it, how do I fix it? And this is a big adventure. I haven't had a job I have a job, by the way, guys, but I haven't had a actual government job. I mean, I was a server in retail and all that stuff. I've been doing YouTube for the past almost 2+ years now. Yeah. It's but this is what I love. And I knew jumping into this, I mean, I'm not guaranteed to work tomorrow. I'm not guaranteed to work next year. Mm-hmm. I have no guarantees. It's based off my performance. So I'm going all in, all out on just this. And that's what you got to do when it comes to these things,
Yeah. So, my biggest advice to maybe any of the viewers are watching, if the supporters are watching, is that, if you're ever thinking about doing a career change, you're like, oh, dang, that's cool, man. He totally quit a job to kind of start something he's passionate about. Like, first, you know, figure out what you want to do. Be passionate about it. And it's okay to work jobs. Not
It
put
is.
the jobs to the side. Like,
I wish I was working a part-time job right now.
You have to have a source of income to kind of fund your passions and the things that you like to do.
So don't just quit and jump into it to the point to like you're going to be homeless.
You got to be smart about it.
Trust me, you don't want to do that. But what you do is you still work your part-time or full-time job. You work your 8 hours. You get home and you do what you want to do or do what you love for those 2 to 3 hours. Sacrifice right there.
Right there. What,
sacrifice.
When I decided I wanted to, head towards this route was about, I think it was four months ago. Then that's when I went all in. I started working beyond 40 hours per week.
Oh, yeah.
I gave up the weekends, going out with friends. I said no to a lot of people. I had to, say no to some meals, like going out with friends to go eat. And then I finally got to the point where like, I'm about to buy my camera. I called Chris.
Called
me. He was at work.
I was working, so I couldn't really answer, so I felt bad. But
I just got the camera.
Dude, it's a pump moment when you do something that you love and you follow through. Like you with that camera, like that feeling is better than Christmas morning. You know what I mean? And that's why that's why I believe in you when it comes to this itself, because you do more than what I do. I put together, dope content, for like Benjamin TV and like It's Judy's Life and video influencers. But what you do is you take the time to understand the process and understand like how to edit, how like vision things. Me, I'm kind of told what I need to do. You just do it on your own.
Yeah.
So that's another different side
have more
of things.
freedom. Have more freedom. So
you have a lot more freedom.
We both have two different things that we both work on. Yours is really cool too. Like I'm like,
I love it,
man,
dude.
You freaking how-tos.
I make good food videos, bro. And I get to eat the good food too.
Yeah. But
check out Benjamin TV for all my videos I made, the past like 8 videos. I got you.
It's scary, and I think I'm fortunate enough to feel like I'm in the place where like I feel like I'm in a position where I feel like I know where I'm going.
Yep.
And I'm happy with where I'm going, and I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. Right?
Hell no.
No,
it's all good. You can swear.
Especially in changing fields, right? Like you don't want to feel. Some people will feel embarrassed or they'll feel scared to tell other people. They're like, "Oh,
don't be afraid.
You wasted a lot of time." So.
You waste a lot of time sitting on your ass, watching freaking TV, playing video games.
All the time.
Why don't you take some time to do what you love and not give up on it instead of sitting there complaining, sitting on your damn couch, complaining why you don't make so much money and stuff like that.
What is this? This is not nice talk.
Don't be lazy. No, this is nice because this is what you guys need sometimes. People need that shit.
Yeah.
People need to understand that. People complain, they will tweet in their damn bed, "Oh, I'm struggling," or "I don't have enough." Now, there's people who actually are going through some things, so this isn't aimed towards you. This is aimed to the people who are fully aware of their situation, fully aware that they can do things and they can do things, right? So if you are blessed by God or not, you still have a chance if you just put your mind to it. That's what I'm trying to say.
And that goes out, again, you see a lot of complainers.
Yeah, dude, it just got hot in here, bro. I just got mad at someone.
I myself have complained.
Yeah.
Like countless of times, right?
Dude, I complain all the time. Look at my damn Twitter.
Yeah. But I kind of gotten this mindset of being more solution focused, right? So there's a difference when when some people are problem focused, they're complaining, right? But there's no solution to it. They're just saying a bunch of stuff that's not going to change their life. So switch it a little bit. Be solution focused. So be like, okay, this is the problem.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, let's be mad about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It's okay. It's okay to suck.
Yep.
But okay, what am I going to do about it?
Exactly.
Am I going to quit? All right, that's not reasonable. You got to get some money first. Then that's where I was solution focused. I felt like I was solution focused. Then got my cam.
Hey.
Now we here. We about to create some dope content. Me and Chris about to do some collaborations.
We're gonna be doing some videos pretty soon. Once we figure out schedules and stuff. But here's one thing I want to say, just to bank off that, and we could change to a different topic just to end things.
Yeah.
But with all that being said, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Oh no, I find okay. I remember. I always do that. I have such a short attention span.
Yeah,
I
cool.
think about so many things right now. But anyway, I forgot again. Okay, I remembered. So Sprint the other day, yesterday, I had such a bad encounter with Sprint. Horrible. By the way, the lady on the phone, by the way, forgot to hang up and kept calling me names. She thought I was hung up, by the way, and she's like, "Oh my God, this customer is so stupid. I didn't actually help him. I was doing this."
Horrible.
Anyways, I just spent $346 for my phone bill. I have 2 lines, by the way, so I don't know what the hell I'm paying for. And this month, I still have to pay another $277, so that's a total of like $638, something like that. And it's a lot of money. And I don't even know why I'm paying all that, to be honest. They definitely messed up on something, but I have no say. Anyways, I was complaining so much about that. But you could ask Shania, you could ask anybody. This is what I said as soon as I said that. I was like, I'm going to keep complaining because I can. I have the right to complain. But complaining isn't going to fix anything. What's going to fix something is how can I make more money so something like this can be so little. So, that being said, what Jaron just said is dive into it, jump into it, but don't quit your day job by doing it, but do what you love and make a living out of it at the same time. And then once you are more comfortable enough, you could jump into it and do things, and that's what he's doing. But let's just end that because I'm about to yell at someone again and get all mad.
And know that you have I recently just got a new tattoo for daily reminders, right?
Yeah.
And
to know what time it is.
Chris has a couple tattoos.
I'm just kidding.
Too. I'm an artsy guy,
Yep.
and there's different things how I like to keep reminding myself about certain things.
Yeah, dude.
And to kind of hold my what I value in life.
Yeah.
So time is
time's so valuable, man.
Valuable thing to me. So just know that we do live a short life, but just know you do have enough time. It's okay to not know.
You have enough time to make an impact.
Yeah.
To your life, because life is short.
Little things.
But there's things you could do in life to make it feel long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got. But let's just end it here with a couple hot topics, a couple shout outs, and just future content that you guys want to see. So let's start with, for one, thank you for definitely coming on, sharing your story, how we met, what we've been through, what I've been through, what you've been through, how we started, how we're going to keep going, how changing your career, changing your job, changing your path of focus is okay as long as you stick to it and be consistent in what you love, not what you think people will love, because it's not about what people think, it's about what you think and how you pursue that for people to see you doing things and all that stuff.
Experiment, try things.
Yep.
Try new things, meet new people.
Exactly.
Reach out. If you don't like meeting new people, then you're going to be stuck in the same spot. I'm sorry.
Here's one quote I have to say.
It's okay.
Who gives a F what people think? But you should also give a F what people think. If you are thinking deep enough, you'll know exactly what I mean by that. But I'm going to leave you with that. Question, Jaron. Question.
Go ahead.
What kind of paper towels do you like?
Bounty.
Why is that?
Because they're soft. They soak up a lot of water or
That's
liquids.
I
To keep everything nice and clean.
you.
The white
Jaron's
things down
buying
nice.
the next batch of paper towels, by the way. So I just had to make sure that he's not going to buy the 99-cent Kroger brand.
I just grabbed whatever I saw. I was like, oh, shit,
Yeah.
this is still $15. I'm going to grab it. So I didn't know it was in the good one. I honestly thought it was the good one. I'm not going to wipe my ass with some sandpaper. I'm not trying to get hurt.
We know a guy that bought cheap paper towels once. We're not going to name any names. But we know a guy.
Toilet paper, but I didn't know.
Okay, he's bought crap toilet paper. He was the one that did
That
it
was my
last
first time buying crap toilet paper. They just told me. I'm like, well, how come?
It goes.
Why do you say something now after 5 rolls? After you use 5 rolls.
Yo, you know
First
what?
off, don't just use one piece of roll. That shit.
Okay, moving on to the next subject.
Next question.
Choice of alcohol. If you had to pre-game, pre-funk, pre-drink, whatever
Tequila.
you guys call it. Whoa, that was fast. Tequila. Why is that? Elaborate.
It just hits faster. I feel like it's a lot
Jesus
stronger.
Christ. Okay. Hits faster.
I started drinking at a young age, so I mean I've drank vodka.
Yep.
You know, dark.
By the way, we used to
before.
have the craziest parties when I used to live at his house. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways.
Let's get those highlights now.
Hey, those highlights. I don't think we documented that for many reasons. I don't drink anymore besides just wine. I like wine because it keeps me so mellow and so calm. And also it takes me like 4 wine glasses to feel tipsy in a way. So anyways, okay, so tequila's your answer.
Just ending with speed questions.
Yeah, I'm just asking a bunch of questions just in case the audience is also interested. Now, Jaron, are you seeing any girls right now, or are you talking to any? I just want to know, like, in like the ones that you're just like flirting with don't count, but someone who you see potential in, are you like talking to anybody right now?
I do. I'm a man of like
what's the answer?
Focused.
Are you or not?
On my thing, but you know I do talk to girls here and there.
I don't even know that she's gonna tell me. Come on, tell daddy.
Not selecting, you know. I do pop Tinder once in a while. So, you know, I have like it shows like 41. I have to kind of just decide to swipe right or left. So I've been swiping more left lately, but you know.
Left is like you like them, right? No, swipe right is like you like them.
Yep. Swipe right is you like, left. No.
What's your age calculator till?
Huh?
What's your age calculator
Legal 21 until
what, 40, 50?
My age. To my age. Not that old.
Dude, I think I had mine set until 30 before I met Shania. Or maybe I think it was like 33 because I just wanted to make sure that I was catching the right person, you know? It was crazy.
But I like talking. I like talking to girls.
Yeah.
But it kind of gets to that point where
you
know, I like flirting.
Yeah, I do.
That's
for sure.
It's a given. It's
I do too when I'm single.
I like to make people feel good.
Yeah.
That's
what it's about. I mean, like when I used Tinder, it wasn't strictly like, yo, what's up, girl? Let's hook up, you know, and that's all I want you for. Like I met Shania off Tinder, and we've been together for almost 2 years now.
Yeah,
because
it's a new way. It's a new way of dating too. Like it's
because we saw interest and we stayed together.
Traditional is like school, or you know, if you meet someone at school or like, you know, at work or something, or at a party.
There's many ways to meet people,
but now it's social media. Social media plays a big part in our lives. Like we're on our phones 24/7, anyways. So
right. Another question.
Meet people that way.
We'll ask a few more questions and we'll end it here because we have about probably 10 more minutes left of this podcast to be done.
That'd be pretty cool, though. You know, like when you're doing podcasts with people, to like halftime, speed questions, boom.
Dude,
go back to the
that's why I want these next time. Mutually, cool. we should think of questions before, and then at the very end we could just like pop them through.
That's cool though.
But cool. I'm just gonna keep this like this
after
it's cool.
After every podcast, write stuff we can do next time. So keep things interesting. Make it yours, right?
What? Yeah, for sure. Exactly. What would you rather have, Jaron? $1 million or travel for a whole year? For free.
$1 million.
What would you do with that $1 million?
I'd travel for free.
No, really. If I handed you $1 million, which I don't have, by the way.
I'd go travel.
You would travel
for a year. That's definitely not.
How would you spend every penny of that $1 million? I'm just very interested. How would you spend that $1 million?
I'm an investor. I like to invest things, so definitely a portion, maybe half, would go into investing.
I said a Porsche for a second. Like, all right,
whatever. I do get materialistic at times, so I do like to get showy to people. You know, I like to people show status. So don't get me wrong,
Tatiana, baby.
I'm a good guy, and I don't care what other people wear, but like I care what I wear. And
for sure.
That's just me, and that's my style. I like to show style, but you can't just throw on a bunch of hype stuff and just say style. You gotta have style. You gotta develop style. So.
What companies would you invest into? Like fast food companies? Would you do restaurants?
It varies. You know, I've
local brands.
I've messed with investing in stocks, so it kind of varies. I honestly just start typing words, then I just see a company pop up like on the first 3 on the feed, and then I kind of just open it up and just research about it. So one has been one company I did invest in was what's that new airlines? Spirit. I did invest in Spirit for a little bit. One was a pharmaceutical company.
Oh, gotta be careful. I'm just kidding.
That one's nice. Another one was like a software software engine.
nice.
Search engine. There we go.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. That's something good because if you got on Google about 20 years ago, you would have had. If you would put like $1,000 down,
it's
I think
called
you'd have
Pivotal.
multiple million.
So
right
if you
now.
guys want to know a stock to kind of invest in, Pivotal.
How do you spell that? Is it Pivatol?
I don't know, but the
I don't know. Just look it up. Pivotal
PVTL or something
like that.
It was a good investment. I invested for like 2 months, 3 months. Then
what else would you invest into?
Right now maybe marijuana.
Yeah,
cannabis. That's
for
a huge
sure.
thing.
100%.
Yeah, huge thing right now. There's a lot of states who aren't on board with the legalization. So there's gonna be a lot of imports and exports going on with like companies and stuff. So I don't know a lot about it, but I know that's a hot topic. So
especially
it's good to know what's hot and to kind of just dive into it, research about it, then make your own decision on it.
Damn, dude. If I invested into a cannabis company, I would make that place like a freaking heavens galore. When you walk in,
Plants grow themselves,
bro. Huh?
Your products.
No, for sure. But I mean, like,
if
I had a store,
yeah,
you know, if the brand was already dope, and I was like, okay, I could open a store now, I would have like this fancy, like, freaking disco stringy thing walk in, and they're just vibey lights. It's like purple and like greens and like a little bit of red. And that way there's a vibe for every section that you get into. So it's not just all bright light. So you kind of feel mellow when like you're buying it. In the very, very back, I'd have like a smoke room.
Yeah.
So it would be specific for like a hot box or there'd be a certain room for like edibles.
This is
but it's all
side.
safe. So if people have kids that are 18 and they're still worried and live at home, like, hey, don't smoke. You know, I don't want you out with your friends. Come to the shop, have a safe smoke. We'll make sure you eat enough and we'll have people around that are... Anyways, whatever. You want to know what I would spend $1 million on?
What?
A cafe. Ooh. My cafe that I'm actually planning on opening up in the next 2 to 3 years, I would invest into that. And Taco Bell's.
Taco Bell's.
Dude, Taco Bell's rock. They're not as popular as they used to be. Taco Bell, if you want to work with me, I would love to because I love you.
Not as popular as what they used to be. What are you talking about?
Dude,
still popular.
No, because I've seen a lot of shops that are closing down. I think it's just that specific shop, though. Like Everett.
Yeah.
That's Everett, yeah. But Everett's cool, but they just don't take care of their thing. Anyways, that's what I would invest into. I would invest into myself, into a business, to the Be Nice brand, the NiiceChris podcast, the NiiceTalk. I would invest into friends like Jaron. Like if he wanted to start his like media thing, I would pay him to do my stuff. That way it's just a circle of all that. Anyways, should we end it or do you have anything else you want to say or plug before we leave this?
No, just let's wrap it up with hey.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, friends. Yeah, no, dude. That's sweet though. All right, let's cheers and drink this last bit of wine that we have left. We managed to drink a whole glass of wine in 1 hour. We are deadly. We are deadly.
We still have some left.
Hey, oh yeah, you have a little bit left.
A drop is left. Again, I just want to end it with pursue what you Again, I'm going to end with pursue with what you want to do. Keep at it. Keep the ideas going. Start creating more. Start doing things for yourself more.
Yep.
And
do what you love.
Take that leap of
love
faith.
What you do.
Take that leap of faith.
Take that leap of faith. But make sure it's a smart leap. Like, don't jump into the thorns. Jump into the water that doesn't have sharks. You know what I mean? Anyways, guys, this has been a nice talk with Jaronohno. You can catch him on Instagram at Jaronohno. I don't think he has a YouTube channel yet.
Nope, soon.
But you can stay up to date with him on Instagram. So make sure to follow him, Jaronohno. That's exactly how it is. You can also follow me at NiiceChris. You can follow me at NiiceTalk Podcast. And if you guys watched this far, I really appreciate you. I love you. Make sure to subscribe and like and also comment to show some love. I really appreciate you guys watching this episode of NiiceTalk, where we talk about many different things and have a nice conversation. And I hope to see you guys again next week with a new guest. Thank you very much for watching, and we are signing out. Peace.
Later.